Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Tetcher, and I am doing a giveaway of 55 keys for the Heroes of the Storm beta in the EU region. If you want information on how to enter, click the link in the description below.
Heading into the game? At least we should be. And it was Yard against the guys from
HotsLogs Elite.
Yes.
Yep, Yard team versus HotsLogs Elite. Getting into the match in this best of one series, we are going to be on the Sky Temple again, and if anything like the last HotsLogs game, it will be pretty one-sided, but if anyone can wipe them out at this point, it's going to be Yard team. Very big names here.
Most definitely. Let me pull up the overlay. Here we go. Sanira, Hoss, Kendrick, Gordon, and Liquid for the team of HotsLogs Elite. With Tassadar, wow. This Uther. Yeah, he looks so different. Liquid on Kerrigan, Sanira on Artis, and Silent Hammer, once again, being played by Gordon.
And on the right-hand side, we have Yard Team, and we have Happy Zerg with the Master Skin Thrall. We have Dez with the Candy King Muradin. QQQ, aka Damaga, will be playing the Valor with basic skin. Hydra playing the Felstead with white skin tint. And in the bottom lane, we have the Master Skin Brightwing, will be played by Turek. And we have the level 1 vision fight. There was a PSA on Reddit recently that was like, hey guys, remember, don't force a vision fight. There's no point. And then every pro team is just like, yeah, we're going to force a vision fight. Or at least try and force vision.
No, that's just called proving Reddit wrong.
Yeah,
it's something we have to do in every single game. Prove Reddit wrong. That's the only thing.
I agree. Although I do really, really love Reddit. I don't know what. I'm assuming you're at that same point of you have no idea what you ever did on the internet before you found Reddit.
Well, to be honest, I did, because I'm one of those hipster kids that was on the internet before it was cool. But but seriously, there's a few pages on Reddit that gives me a red pixel on my screen.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's quite weird.
Yes, and it's like, why do I have a red pixel? Reddit was really scaring the shit out of me with dead pixels.
Yeah, I think it is just some Reddits are just trolling people. But for now, let us talk about the game and talk about the talents. The talents we're going to be seeing are going to be very basic on the side of HotsLogs Elite, other than the Sergeant Hammer with the Resistance, which is a cool talent. It's been working very well for them. On the side of Yard Team, though, that's where we're seeing a bit of... we're going to be seeing some interesting stuff. Thrall, being the newest hero, is what we're going to see going to be most interested in seeing. He's taken Wind Shear, which reduces his Wind Fury cooldown. Wind Fury, definitely Thrall's bread and butter. And we're seeing the Muradin going with the more standard Muradin build of the bonus damage every time he hits a hero with his Q.
For now, though, both teams just trading off the two temples here. Top temple going over to HotsLogs, middle temple going over to the team of Yard. And for now, that seems more than enough for both teams, although that middle temple finally got deactivated, and in top lane there's a little bit of a fight going on as Liquid is getting caught out here by Dez. They're trying to catch onto Liquid. There's a jump straight onto Liquid. Liquid in a lot of trouble. Will be able to escape. Gordon also forced to hit the overdrive there. Yep. And will be able to escape.
Yep, had to escape. Kendrick, though, able to grab this mid lane. He will get the final few shots from this. So,
the trick shot to Hydra. Hydra already used his barrel roll. He's in love. Will he be able to actually get out of there? Yes.
Yeah, we saw the Feral Spirit coming in from Rhaegar. From Thrall, wrong orc. Trying to manages to lock down one of the pursuers from HotsLogs. Able to get him away. HotsLogs actually coming out ahead in this because, like we stated earlier, we're seeing a bit of difference. Uther never actually came down came up for the fight. Turek gets stunned. There's the Venom.
End of story.
Yep, he's down dead. He goes. Happy Zerg giving chase with that Wind Fury, but stops short. Decides not to dive into 3 enemy players with just Damaga as his backup. But yeah, like I said, HotsLogs came out a bit ahead there. They're currently a kill up, and
there's Root
was in that bot lane.
Can't quite get onto Dez. Nice try there by the gang squad Liquid Sanira. But interesting interestingly enough, we don't see all that many mercenary camps yet. Usually you see them earlier.
No, not on this map. In this map, you see them timed with the temples. Like currently, we're seeing the top one being taken by HotsLogs Elite, and that will be timed perfectly so that when they head to the bot one, they'll be able to capture that just before the shrine spawns, just like we saw before. And we're seeing Yard Team matching them pretty much exactly. They are actually able to take their temple a little bit quicker due to Valor and the speed in which Thrall can kill everything. And we're going to see them head down to their temples.
Earlier as well.
Yes, they were there earlier, and they actually might take their easy camp a little bit too quick in this case, but there's only one person doing it at the moment. Shouldn't be a huge deal. But both teams timing this very nicely with this bottom shrine, if not a little bit earlier than I'd expect.
Yeah, but they have to, because look at what HotsLogs is doing already. They're sending in Liquid the Snare to the bottom lane. They're looking to get onto Hydra. Hydra getting hooked, getting killed.
There's the route onto Liquid, though.
Now Happy Zerg coming in. Happy Zerg trying his best, but they're turning it around onto Happy Zerg as Dez is coming in as well. The stun lands from Dez, but Happy Zerg is going to go down as Kendrick comes in as well. Beautifully done here by HotsLogs Elite. And the temples will be activating in 2 seconds. It's only going to be the bottom temple in this case, and immediately goes over to HotsLogs Elite.
Yep, it is always the same pattern. It is always top, mid, then bot on its own, and then I believe it is mid. It is top and bottom. And then I'm not sure on the pattern. I know in the late game it does spawn all of them, but I've never seen a match go that far. But it does actually do that when you get to like 25 minutes, I think, or something ridiculous. Interesting thing though, we didn't see HotsLogs grab their easy camp. They didn't time it well because they went in for that gank. Because that, this easy camp will be up for grabs later in the game. Brightwing for Yard Team has stayed top lane and is soaking up XP for them, trying to get them back to that level 10 so they can get their heroics and try and get some counter damage done. Gordon, though, has been in this mid lane. He's been soaking XP and pushing this wave pretty consistently all game.
Now they're moving towards the bottom lane again. They're looking to get onto Hydra. They can't really get onto him. Now they're onto Dez. There's the stun. There's the grab. But the jump is going to survive. Going to allow him to survive. Gordon now also coming into the bottom lane. And he's saying, this dwarf is so oily. Well, BP had to apologize for it.
Very topical. Very, very good. Hoss going to be taking down this wall just to give them a bit more mobility around this map. This map very, very large in terms of the lane widths. So taking down this wall gives you a lot more mobility. Dez popping his avatar, going in for the fight here. Hoss having to pop protective shield on himself to keep himself alive. Tastar heading around to the side. So it's not protective shield, that is just the Tastar shield, the base one. Boss was aggroed, but it's just going to get leashed. Gordon, interesting position here. He could get engaged very heavily upon by Falstad and Muradin. They knew he was there. But I like the fact that the boss...
Don't forget, Sandstorm.
Yes, we're not going to do that too many times, but I'll let you get away with it just this once. But yeah, that actually does carry on even after the boss has been leashed. So it's a bit of extra CC on the map. It's a good escape method, I personally think, just to attack the boss on the way past, see if you can aggro it onto your enemies, and at least throw down the tornado as a bit of displacement.
Yeah, but for now, Liquid, Sanera and Kendrick are heading towards the top lane. They're probably going to get themselves ready for that next temple that you were talking about. I believe you were saying top and bottom right now.
I think it is top bot now. I might be wrong, but my brain tells me it is top bot, or just one on its own. It might just be top, or something like that. But currently, Yard Team going to be doing the boss that HotsLogs abandoned. HotsLogs going to be countering this by taking the top lane fort. Ufa has seen that they're doing this boss, but there's nothing he can do about it. There goes the boss, and it is top and bottom. And we're going to see both teams head to a different one. We're seeing HotsLogs Elite going to be taking down top 4 and then taking that top temple. Whereas Yard Team going to try and counter. They're going to push with this boss, take down bottom 4 and grab the bottom temples. This is actually a pretty decent trade, both teams. But the difference is this boss will keep pushing after this is over.
This is very much true, and look at the damage already done to the fort. I don't think this is the best trade that HotsLogs could have made, because they also gave up that golem you were talking about in that bottom lane. Hoss now the sole defender in that bottom lane. Hoss the boss. He's going to be facing off against Hydra, Turek, actually a Siege Giant camp, and the boss as well. His team is now jumping in as well. Kendrick is coming here, and this should be enough to at least defend against the boss. However, the damage the temples are still dealing a lot of damage. This boss is going to go down.
Yep, final shots coming out from both temples now. Both temples full used up by both teams, and HotsLogs have actually managed to come out ahead here. They still have a fort surviving in that top lane, and they took down all the level 1 forts of Yard Team, coming out slightly ahead even with that golem. They did lose a couple buildings in that bottom lane, and yes, I see the gag possibility happening, but HotsLogs completely ignoring it and instead going to try and steal the hard camp. A ping did come down from Yard Team. I think they know that this could be happening, and oh god, HotsLogs coming in from the back here. It's going to be the full 5v5 fight. Both teams on the wrong side here. Gordon attacking over this little crevasse here, doing as much damage as he can. QQQ is getting wiped here. Hoss being dropped very low, gets rooted, throws down Divine Storm onto Happy Doug. Happy Doug gets destroyed. Turek blink heals onto QQQ to try and keep him alive. Dez will go down thanks to the slow from Alphas. No, he won't. He's actually going to get away here thanks to jumping over that wall. It is now Turek who's getting chased, and both teams are we're actually seeing them run towards the enemy base here. Brightwing's able to TP out though. Turek Zed and Turek Dez.
But the fight continues now. They're turning around to Hoss. Hoss in a lot of trouble. Kendrick still trying to chase him down. Dez in a lot of trouble. He will have his avatar available. Actually, it's a cooldown, so it's going to go down.
He used it right at the start of that fight. He does go down, and that was a very nice fight angle for Yard Team, able to pick off Ufa there, but they did lose a member in the process. That was a bit too greedy, deciding to throw themselves into that. Muradin jumped just a bit too far.
Now the temples will be respawning in about, I assume 15 seconds or so? It's almost 10 minutes.
I'd say so. I think 10 minutes is about the spawn time, and because of that, we are seeing both teams taking their hard camps just to get some push going, and there we go. It is the mid and the top temple. Both teams already in position to try and fight for this. We're seeing Fountain being taken by Kendrick on HotsLogs, and they're getting ready to fight for this mid one. The mid one is more important, and we're seeing both teams really want to get their hands on it.
Yeah, but it looks like it's HotsLogs who has control, going to take that one out. Now they would have to immediately rotate up to the top lane if they are not careful, because they might lose a little bit of damage due to that temple. Happy Zerg is already in position, but this temple is already dealing quite a bit of damage here to the gate.
Yep, we are going to see.
Finally, HotsLogs is sending actually the remainder of their team to that top side of the map.
Oh, they're sending everyone. Gordon's on his way up as well. They're looking for the fight. They're just going to try and steal it here. They've already got the majority of the shots from the mid-temple. They're going to try and steal the top one. And there we go, Yard Team instantly rotating in to take what's left of this mid-temple. And HotsLogs coming down again. They're looking for a fight. HotsLogs is looking for trouble here. Heading back in. They want the kills. They want to try and kill off the enemy team like they did in the last fight. And Gordon gets full temple coverage here, and now what they've done is they've pushed Yard Team out of both temples downwards. So now Yard Team have to
go
fight.
In here. Sanira is already in his Archon form, forced the dimensional shift straight out of there. Dez is getting quite a bit of healing there. Kendrick is going to go down. Beautiful Divine Storm there. Dazzler is out of the fight, but they're continuing their fight nonetheless. Vala has gone down. And immediately Gordon from the side using the Napalm Strike to deal as much damage over time as he can. Hydra now going a little bit low, but Sneer going even lower. Liquid, he gets locked up by the entirety of the team of
Gordon's out of position here. He's getting body blocked. He's popped his first aid, but there's the root from Happy Zerg, and there's the stun. He will go down, and that was a great fight for Yard Team. Really showing their...
Look at the top lane. They still have a temple to get.
Yeah, the temple is still available. HotsLogs trying to run in and just win a fight there, but the issue with what happened there was Thrall was basically left alone in that entire fight. Full Strafe went down, full Hinterland Blast went down. All the major damage came out from their team, and we still saw Thrall was able to survive till the end. We've seen what he's building. He's built pretty much the full Wind Fury build, including Battle Momentum, and seeing as Wind Fury makes you attack 3 times in quick succession, Battle Momentum, pretty good ability. So we are seeing them, we're actually seeing Yard Team prepare for the boss, or at least prepare for a kill here. Dez maybe get called out, but he's moving on to Sonera. Root from Thrall does miss, and they're going to chase down Sonera.
Yeah, Brightwing immediately already has come in. Sonera is down, and that's going to allow the team of Yard to easily pick up the golem here. And it wasn't really Dez who got cut out, it was more Sonera. And also a beautiful... was that an ult coming out of Happy Zerg?
Yes, that is Sundering. It is a stun and a knock and a cast aside from...
By the way, I do want to interrupt you here, because they're looking for the engage here. The boss golem already going over to Yard Team. Dez immediately jumping in. Hoss, he has already popped the sprint, trying to get out of it. There was the double jump there coming out from Dez. And this is a very good situation for Yard. HotsLogs Elite on the back foot for the first time this match. And
first time we've actually seen them playing today. Yeah. They're on the back foot, like you said. And this is very difficult. There's going to have a lot of trouble. It's the second time that there's been a boss and an easy cap pushing their bot lane. There's not much left here to begin with.
Well, at the very least, your team is spinning to win with Tornado. Boss now on the first keep of HotsLogs. Shield already going up there, trying to defend against this boss, against these easy golems. But it's really hard, to be honest, because they have to deal with the poke coming out from Hydra, the poke from Turek, they have the poke from Dez, they have the poke from Happy Zerg as well, and QQQ. There's so much poke, they can't really engage. And this keep going down so low. Only about 1,000 hit points remaining, I imagine. No, 2,000 hit points. Still, quite low.
Yep, it is pretty low. The help with the Tastel shield will be able to keep that alive if it keeps getting engaged upon. But Mid-Temple is the only one alive now, and we're already seeing your team are ready here. So gets polymorph. There's the shield, though. He is going to stay alive here. Kendrick has popped his ult. Liquid does get polymorph, but is still going to survive. He's going to go on to Hydra here, but Hydra does not get stunned. Turek is going to go down, possibly, unless his passive heals him. His passive does heal him, and everyone got out except for Thrall. Thrall did go down, but down goes Vala finally, and HotsLogs finally winning another fight and putting themselves back in this game. They will take the full duration of this temple unless we can see the Yard team get themselves back alive and get back in there, but they will still be fighting 3 versus 5.
Well, 3 versus 4, they're really fast because Kerrigan is nowhere to be seen. But HotsLogs is just going to be sitting there. They're sending in Kendrick over to the Bruiser camp. Liquid is also going to be joining him there. But it looks like that their opponents, they aren't even going to try. I mean, they could have tried, but they know, okay, we have to. However, this is a big thing. HotsLogs took the first keep of the game.
Yep, first keep of the game. This is going to make catapults spawn in the mid lane. And this is actually quite surprising. I was pretty sure myself that we were going to see that bottom fort from HotsLogs go down first. But props on them for grabbing that mid fort with that temple. And here we go. We are seeing HotsLogs attempting to steal the hard camp, but they're going to end up forcing a fight if they're not very careful. There it goes. And Dez has popped his ultimate now. They can either choose to retreat here and not fight Dez while his ultimate just runs out and give them an ultimate advantage later, or they can choose to fight him here. But they are going to do exactly what I just said. They're going to retreat. They're going to let that ultimate run out. They have ultimates on cooldown themselves. Playing it safe, going to back out, going to clear that bot lane, keep their keep alive, and just hold their lead. They're not going to take any more unnecessary risks.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what cost them before, so smart move here by the guys from HotsLogs. Clearing out the bottom lane is pretty easy, given the fact that the minions and Heroes of Storm aren't all that tanky. They do have their easy camp available, the Siege camp. They're going to be taking that one, and in just a few seconds, I believe that the shrines are going to be activated.
I think it's just shrine. I think it's just bot, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong. In fact, I'm pretty sure I am, but I'm going to go with my first instinct and say it's just bot lane.
I'm saying mid and bot.
You're saying mid and bot, okay. I think you're probably right, but I'm going to stick with my guns and say just bot lane.
Well, we've seen what happens if you stick with your guns.
I've been right more times than you have.
Watchtower immediately being picked up by HotsLogs elites. They're doing a decent job, and this game, again, just like the last game, is quite back and forth. Yes, Techno wins.
I thought you might be right, but stuck in my head, I would suck on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Gordon, though, going to be sieging up. HotsLogs very much in control of this mid
Interesting choice here by the guys from HotsLogs that they don't want to be engaging their opponents at this point.
I think it makes more sense. They're going to be hitting level 20 quite quickly, and because I think they were sieging up because the mid temple is more important. Yeah, now they're going to head. No, they won't, because the thing will target top lane, mid lane first. I think. I'm not sure. Let's find out. 3,
no, it's the shortest, I believe.
1. Yes, it is. You are correct.
I'm always correct.
Yeah, both teams just going to be chilling, going to be taking those towers. And it looks like both teams will actually lose a keep here, because that top keep will go down for Yard team. And HotsLogs, that bottom temple is only attacking their towers and their wall.
Okay, that's pretty good. Then another keep in the top lane getting picked off by the team of HotsLogs. And Des actually running straight to Sanera. Des looking for the engage here. He's getting ready to jump straight in. He does have his ult. I believe he has his ultimate available. I can't really see it. Yeah, I need to get the overlay fixed, but for now though,
if you have the overlay, you can just click on him and see that way.
Point taken.
Right now we are seeing Yard team back up. They realised they couldn't assail that position. Top keep did go down. There's currently 2 keeps to 1 in favour of HotsLogs elite, and we're gonna see Yard team attempt to take the rest of this temple in the bot lane. And HotsLogs can raid this. There's a couple shots there. They could grab the final few shots, but it doesn't look like they want to take that risk. They instead want to hang around this area, try and either steal the boss or at least kill some members of Yard Team as they come out of this temple. And it looks like it's going to be the second option what they do. Yard Team taking a very safe route, though, around towards that boss, but they're still going to get caught.
This is going to be face-checking Hoss here. He's going to get stunned. He's going to be forced to flop his avatar form, and now they have to fight. If they don't fight right now, they're not going to be able to fight the next round because of the ultimate disadvantage. Des jumping over the wall, but he doesn't really have anyone of his team nearby. They're still trying to catch up to him, and if there's something you should never do in a raid, never pull too much. That's now a little bit too far. Happy Zerg coming in, he misses his ultimate completely, and now it's a turnaround by HotsLogs Elite. QQQ goes down. The beautiful Divine Storm, Divine Hurricane actually locking up 3 members. Happy Zerg is going to go down. Now they're targeting Des. Des is in a lot of trouble. He's able to jump once. Does he have another jump? He doesn't really have anywhere to go. Can't even mount up.
He doesn't have his rewind. Yeah, his rewind wasn't up. He did not have that other jump. Hydra was attempting to sneak out of here. He's going to try and fly away, but nope, there's the knockback from Gordon, and he will go down. That is almost a full wipe. Brightwing was able to sneak away in the chaos and is going to be heading back to base. HotsLogs, though, once again, taking their advantage in the map, and they're going to be pushing it home. Are they actually going for the win here? I think they are. We're seeing 40-second respawns on Falstad. Yeah, they're going for the win here. They're going to push this in. Need to be careful, though, because Valor's going to be up soon, but they probably have enough damage here just on their own.
20 seconds is plenty. They're already taking it down to 90%. And the moment the shield goes down, it's pretty much game. Yeah, Brightwing getting locked up for just a little bit.
And down she goes. That's game.
Killed there. Yeah, this is completely end of story.
Yeah, if Brightwing could have hung back and got some polymorphs off, she might have been able to save it in time for Valor, but not even close. Valor spawns just in time to see the core die, and it's going to be HotsLogs moving on to the next round, and that will be the quarterfinals.
Alright, let's see who they are going to be playing against.